Hi guys, it's me, Am, and welcome to a new video. It's something new from my channel, at least for when it comes to solo leveling content. I saw we got a developer's note 40 minutes ago, so it's very fresh, where they talk about a couple of changes they want to make and who the new character is. And it seems like with the next update, we are getting Silvermane Baekyeon-ho as the new character, banner character after Try expires on first day. Personally, I mean, he's cool, right? But we already got Bike, and a lot of people were expecting either to get Chai or Alicia, and I feel like Alicia was the more likely choice since when the game releases with the global, we get a standardized banner system where everybody has Chai Hey, and then we move on with the next units, and we then have one banner for everybody instead of having two different banners. Having Silvermane Baekyeon-ho right now is kind of iffy because he's a dark unit, dark DPS unit if I remember correctly. And I mean, we got two dark units, and we don't really have a dark dungeon right now where we need another dark unit. Like, Alicia as a water unit would have been better for Cerberus because Cerberus is just... I mean, I can farm him tier 8, but still... that battle, he's literally the most difficult anchor dungeon overall, 100%. So they say initially the team deliberated very carefully on presenting Baekyeon-ho in both beast and human form. After careful consideration of each form skills and position, we concluded that only by separating the hunter would we be able to properly present the unique battle style for each hunter, or to just have more ways to release hunters to make money, right? I mean, you could have also make something funny where you have Bike and then you press his ultimate, which then transforms him into his beast form. You could have done that, but they separated him to have two characters, right? Nonetheless, so he joins, and then maintaining vibrant gameplay. Over the past month, we have identified several issues and are in the process of resolving them one by one. For example, we reduced the combat difficulty of chapter 8.5 on April 11. I don't know why they made Igris easier. I don't think Igris was even that difficult. And the thing is, it was just the boss. Maybe it's because a lot of people are playing on mobile, and I actually played on mobile for the first time last night, and I was like, dude, that's a completely different ballgame. Like, I prefer having my controller for that game. Seriously. Enhancing enjoyment and battle experiences. The difficulty of the Power of Destruction will be reduced. Maybe the frequency of how much the boss is hitting, the damage he's dealing. I don't know what they want to do with the difficulty about it. Or maybe depending on your combat power, they put you on easy mode back again. Maybe something like that. Second, the hunter formation will be improved to automatically select the hunter with higher combat power after comparing the hunter you own and the hunter that is provided in the sub-story. I literally just had to think for a minute what that means, but I do believe this could be very huge. That's something a lot of people annoyed. I didn't even talk about it, but this one is potentially huge. This is something that annoyed the hell out of me as well, is when you do these side stories, right? For example, I had this with Kim Chul. When you did not own Kim Chul, you got a trial version of Kim Chul, which was level 52, kind of maxed out with his own SSR weapon, which is not even in the game. But let's say you had Kim Chul and didn't even use him at all till this point, then you suddenly had a level 1 Kim Chul in your party. And that was like, seriously, you're getting basically punished for the fact that you own a character. And I mean, you can't max out everything. That's not how it works. And mostly these trial versions are way better than your own characters, way better. So this is a change which is very welcome. So based on that, depending on if your own hunter has more combat power or the trial version has more combat power, this version will be used for the side stories. Thank you very much for this one. This is a well-needed change. I really like that one. And then they say the skill effects of some hunters will improve. Yeah, but why do you not give us the details? Like, which hunters, what skills, who, you know what I mean? I hope we get more information about that, because that's like literally nothing ball. And then for the achievement condition for certain battle missions will be relieved. Maybe something with times, or how often you can be hit in a certain stage, maybe something like that. Okay, I mean, I hope if they change something about the achievement conditions, maybe it's... I think that like the hardest thing with these achievement conditions is literally the time condition. You have to clear it within 120 seconds, for example, right? I think this is by far the hardest thing. If you can get that one down, if you can clear it in time, the other two aren't a big deal. But that one is the like hardest part when trying to get 3 stars. Enhancing enjoyment and battle experiences. No, wait, I already read through that. Removing obstacles hindering hunter sprint. Fixed issue where the game would freeze upon clearing certain contents during load or in the middle of gameplay. If that's the thing where you do story mode and you complete a story chapter and then the game freezes and every time you have to restart the game to do the next story chapter, thank you for finally fixing that issue, because that is annoying. I actually started a free-to-play SR only run, but after doing like 3 or 4 story chapters and every time having the issue the game freezes, I start playing on the account. Like I was like, no, fuck it, not doing it anymore. I wait for the global release, maybe you get some goodies and stuff like that, and then I try again. But as of right now, I didn't bother anymore because it was just too annoying for me. Second, fixed issues where tutorials wouldn't progress properly, causing the game to be unplayable. I guess that's good. And then next thing, faction of the shield. Defense measures against the use of illegal programs and malicious behavior will be further strengthened. Our team is committed to create a fair gaming environment by continuously monitoring and tracking illegal programs. Through thorough analysis, we are investigating and taking actions against malicious behavior. We will continue to strive to strengthen our defenses against illegal programs and malicious activities. Thank you for doing that. But seriously, Netmarble, you have to do a lot more than just banning 522 cheaters. Because how many are actually playing the early access right now? Millions? Something? And you only banned 500 people? And trust me, there are a little bit more than just 500 cheaters in the game. And now think about next month, May, global release. We have 10 million pre-registrations. And then we have like, I don't know, let's say 500k cheaters. Something around that line. And then you announce we banned 500 people. Yeah, that's not good enough. Let's hope you actually find a solution for that. Seriously. I mean, on my server, we have 2 cheaters right now. So at least they acknowledge that and they're trying to prevent people from cheating. At least they're trying. If they can, I don't think they can completely get rid of them, but they can at least try. Upcoming journey. We're focusing on a major update scheduled for May. So this is nothing which will come out on Thursday. This will be during May. Our focus lies in improving the game by closely monitoring aspects related to combat experience, resource acquisition and consumption, and balance. Our team is actively preparing for the following. Considering a reduction in the gold cost for artifact replacement. You better completely remove the gold cost from replacing artifacts. Not considering, do not, Netmarble, seriously. You shouldn't consider a reduction. You should, or you have to remove the gold cost. Not consider a reduction, okay? Let's talk about that. That's bullshit. That is bullshit, okay? Let's call them at their bullshit, and it's important to call out bullshit. Adding additional sources for acquiring artifact enhancement chips to allow players more frequent experience with artifact enhancement. Yeah, you better do that because it's absolutely obnoxious to obtain these ones. In the last video I uploaded, I talked about artifact chips. Reduce the cost of the artifact chips. Reduce from 20 down to 5. Seriously. Or make it only 1. That we can even get artifact chips. Seriously. Reduce the cost. Add more ways. Increase the stuff, you know. Improving the reward acquisition method for the power of destruction system. I actually do not know what this means, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what they mean by improving the reward acquisition method. Like, does it mean you get better rewards? Does it mean they change the leaderboard, that the leaderboards get better rewards overall? I literally don't know what it means. Let me know. Adding task story after chapter 15. Is it main story chapter 16 or is it side story. I think it's a main chapter. Developing various challenge contents to provide diverse combat experiences. Yeah, well, we will see what they will do about that. I think I read something about monster waves. Improving the method of selling, salvaging all weapon and artifacts. Yes, do that please. Add like levels 25, 35 because low gear we don't need at all. And adding new stories to Hunter Archive. Yeah, you should definitely add stories. You should also add the cap. Like, we are capped out with these keys for the past 2 weeks and you only can get 3 keys and you get 50 gems per Hunter Archive thing. I mean, can you just increase it that we can get like at least 5 keys or something? That would be helpful. Solo leveling Arise will continue to develop through the diverse feedback from hunters, and your opinions play a significant role in its development. Yeah, funny enough, they didn't mention they will do something about the gold acquisition of the game. That's a little bit worrying. I hope they do something about that. I hope it's just not mentioned here and they will do something about it, because that will be a big issue if they don't come up with a decent solution for it. Actually, I was planning on making a video because I finally beat chapter 10 hard, the stupid ice bear. Oh, seriously, that was I didn't even know what I didn't even change anything about what I did. The only thing that changed was me going from level 62 to level 63 and maybe upgrading one accessory, and that was suddenly enough to beat it. And now I'm at chapter 12 hard mode. I ran through chapter 11 and it was quite easy. I'm telling you, the Orb of Avarice, the fire SR weapon, is huge, way better than the SSR fire weapon, 100%. Use that one if you have it. It's actually very good. That's it for today's videos, guys. If you didn't subscribe already, feel free to subscribe, leave a like, and see you next time. Deuces.